Alrighty, so today's a little bit early. It's 9:22 right now. I haven't looked at today's price action. As you can see, the stuff that's on the screen right now is like me back testing. Um, so I haven't even gone on to today's chart. Nothing. Let me get out of replay mode. But basically today, I'm gonna walk you guys through my bias and how I find my bias and everything. So I apologize for the screen looking weird. The screen looks small right now and like smushed because I got a document up and I only have one monitor. So I gotta type out I want to delete that. So I wanted to type I always type out my bias. It just allows me to think clear. Um so I'll be writing here. So if it takes me a while after saying something, that's why. But basically I'm just gonna walk you through the process. I got about 4 steps to this process, but it's sort of like it's different each day. Um, but before we get started with anything, the first thing I look at every day is high impact news. So I use Forex Factory. Um, yeah, I don't think you guys can see this. There we go. So we should have had PPI today, PPI, unemployment claims, all this, but government shut down today. So or it shut down for a while, as you can see. Um, So we're basically waiting on that. But until that comes out, or until we know when that's gonna come out, then we're pretty oh yeah, I forgot I didn't even refresh it. So it's not even today. So they must have rescheduled it or something. But so today we don't have any high impact news. That's good. That's good. We don't even have to watch nothing. So we got no high impact news. So today, as long as price is giving us what we shouldn't have any issues. Let me close this. Share this screen. So next up, I basically I go through and it's basically a top down analysis. That's the sort of format that I take. So the first step, we start on a daily chart. I learned this like sort of concept from a YouTube video by I think his name was like TT Trades or something. He's an ICT trader. And it's basically just like a daily target thing or daily bias. It basically helps you with your daily bias. So you look at the previous day candle, which is gonna be this candle right here. We see that we took out these highs and we took out these highs and then we closed lower. So even though we're trading higher today, this this method right here is telling us that this low is likely. Is basically what that's telling us. So yesterday we manipulated above the high and then traded low and closed lower. Um, so yeah, like I said, but the way we're trading right now, this also looks like a likely high. So we might even have another large range day today, potentially. Um, but the reason why I have, like I said, 4 different methods to it is because on days like this, where this method might not work, because honestly, I don't, I don't know how price is going, but I think it might be unrealistic for us to go down there. Especially with us not getting PPI, we're not going to have that volatility that was sort of expected today. Um, so I don't know if we'll move all the way down there to fill that void, or we already filled that void. So I don't think we're gonna move down there. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Um, but we definitely could. But for this specific, with nothing else in play, it's telling us to target the low. So Tuesday candle took out Monday high and closed bearish with a large discount wick. And like I said, or like I just wrote there, I like mark anything that I see. So we got this large like discount wick. So that's sort of giving me the bullishness. But we'll get more clarity as we go deeper into it. So the next step we go down to the 1 hour chart. Did I not? I did not change that. Tuesday high. And one thing I always like mess stuff up on. Interesting. One thing I always mess up on is I will like I'll mark it on Nasdaq, but then I won't mark it on ES. We sort of gotta hurry up. Clock is ticking. But ES already took out that high, which is interesting. Very interesting. Um, we go down to the hourly. We're gonna do a little bit less explaining just so we can get this done before market open. 5, 2, 12, 8. Fuck. Got Asia low. We got a large gap between here, almost 130 points. So I would expect a continuation higher. We already sort of got that continuation higher. So now I would expect sort of a reversal off of this. In pre-market. Next step is going to be 1 hour trend. Obviously, we're moving pretty bearish, but I believe that we might reverse off of this. So that's what I usually write on here. Next step, and this is like one of the more important ones, liquidity pools. So that the 8 a.m. high and low I always mark out. I put that in white. If you ever see that on my charts, I put that in white. And then just normal 1 hour liquidity pools, we put that in black. And we actually got a lot of like low resistance lows stacked up all down here. Like I said, I always mess this up. 8, 12, 2, 5. I will mark out the highs, but the highs have already been taken on both sessions, so there's really no point to do that. It would just block up the chart, make it harder to read. You always want to make your charts as simple as you can get it. The less you can put on here, the better, really. That's why I like to write a lot of stuff down, so that way I can have like the idea of stuff on here, so that way I can just look at it and see it, and I can read it in my document. It just makes it easier for me. So we got this here. We don't have as many lows on here, which is a little bit concerning, um, because when one index doesn't have the targets but the other one does, it's a little iffy. It's like 50-50 of whether it'll actually go, because one index wants to, one index doesn't. So they're sort of fighting each other. And we don't want to find positions where people are fighting each other. Honestly, we might look to rebalance this. Could trade all the way up here. Yeah, there's a chance we can rebalance this whole range. And sort of that Friday sell off. We retraced back up into it, but we haven't balanced the entire thing yet. I don't really like. I don't like taking this SMT that's looking like it might form, just because it's so early. But if we can get this SMT, this will give us fuel to come above here, and maybe we'll get another SMT above there. But we got like a high time frame SMT. You know, I'd honestly stay around this range. We could trade higher. Yeah. No, I'm doing too much. I'm trying to guess too much. Trying to guess too much. Just watch. Just wait and watch. That's another issue I always run into. I was overanalyze. Sort of the less, the better. The easy setups are the one that you want to look for. All right, now that we got everything typed out, we can go full screen on here. So this should be, yeah, that should be better. See, we just lack these lows on ES. That's what's making me hesitant a little bit. And these highs are like, they're kind of far away, but not really. I mean, we get another range like that, we're balanced, we're at those highs. Plus, this would make sense for the weekly profile. Tuesday, low of the week. Push higher. Trade up, trade up. Friday, sell off a little bit. I would really like to see a bearish SMT with ES. Because ES is above this Tuesday high. We're still below it on NASDAQ. It's low-key cold again. Crypto's back up today a little bit. Solana's back above 200. That's always good to see. Yeah, we're up almost half a percentage. Let me get some little music going in my ear. I also forgot. Let me turn this down. This shit too loud. We got Celsius today. Sparkling fruit punch edition. We're getting a bullish SMT right here. Sort of as expected. Which is good. NASDAQ will be the weaker index. Which is obviously on the high time frame as well. And then once price trades above this high, hopefully during the macro, this SMT will be filled. We can ignore that and probably, hopefully, form another SMT. With how low NASDAQ's coming, if we trade, if we move that high on ES, moving that high on NASDAQ will put us around here, which on a high time frame, order block. So we're starting to form bearish ideas. Also, little spot check today. We got a fire ass little spot. I reserved the room so I won't get kicked out. We got a window, a little whiteboard. On this side, we got a whole little TV. I got like a 5-person conference table in the library behind me. So I'm just like, and it's like the whole window's glass. So I'm just like seeing all this like knowledge. Let me shut up. Oh, no bullshit. I need to piss. Why do I always do this? I always gotta piss right like 5-10 minutes in the market open. Plus, we got these relative equal. This is just looking beautiful. We could take longs off of this. Look, this isn't even our model. This right here isn't even our model. Could do it. Might actually do it. Mm-mm. Mm, could have done it. Wait, this is low key. No, because the ES is the leading index, and we're about to hit it on there. Let me get this off here. This is gonna fuck me up because I'm gonna just be thinking about that shit the entire time. But that was definitely, we just didn't have high time frame. That was a low time frame model, low probability. Didn't really like it though. Glad I didn't take that. Thank God. But did get a 1 minute SMT here. Yeah, no, fuck that. Oh my God, that would have been dumb as hell. I would have been so pissed because we would have took that on the lagging index. Oh, I would have been so pissed. But let's lock in. I don't want y'all to fall yet. Okay, let me get off. There we go. SMT is now started. Bam, bitty, pop, boop. And we're about to fill it at perfect timing. It'll be the 950 candle right into the macro. Filled. Ignore that. Boom. Boom. Now we wait. What we're looking for, we want to see NASDAQ come back up into this range, sort of. I guess I can mark it out. 30 minutes. We got this order block. So we wait for prices to trade back up. Put in a down candle. ES. If we put in a down candle on this next candle, SMT. Then we can start targeting these lows. Even though if we get up on here, this SMT would technically be filled by taking out this low. If the risk reward makes sense, we can take profits off there. But ideally, I mean, that would be good. TP1 here, TP2 here. That could be what we're looking for. We might actually get this sooner. I'm glad I didn't go to the bathroom. I forgot my journal. God damn it. We're low key asking a lot for price. Not gonna lie. We want to see it come up here, put in a bearish candle. Or if this candle closes bearish, I would prefer it to come back. So we might close bearish. And if we close bearish, there's our SMT. There's our SMT. But if we close down here, yeah, if we close down here, we would look for a 5-minute retrace. Next candle, we close up, break structure on the 1 minute, look for a break of structure. But it's going to be hard. We'll have to adjust. We'll maybe put TP1 there, TP2 here, or we could even go all the way down here. I like TP2 here. We'll have to find a. If this makes sense, this would be ideally TP1, but it's not looking like the way we're following. It's not looking like it'll be good. Or and it looks like we violated this SMT on here, but we failed it on here, which is good. It shows bearishness. A 5-minute break of structure would be crazy. We already got this one, but it was before this I was taking out. If we can break structure on here plus the SMT, shorts would be so good. Macro starts in 20 seconds too. We could look for early manipulation in the macro to the upside. That's still going to be the break of structure on the 1 minute. And then we'd look for the distribution to the downside. That's what we're going to catch. So we get the SMT, but we don't get a break of structure on here. We already broke structure on NASDAQ, so big whoop. All right, if we can close. Ideally, we take out this low and then trade higher. See, I'm asking too much. Nobody's screaming like you. I was ambitions. Yep. What the fuck? And we trade back into premium. Hold on, let me connect this real quick. There we go. We're doing good here. Believe this looks like 79% closure. Ooh. So close. Honestly, break structure here, tap. We might be looking at something good. We can break structure here. Hear me out. We break structure, break 1 minute structure to the upside here. Fuck. Right? This is our um bearish order block on the 1 hour. So we tap into that, sweep out liquidity, and then the floodgates would fucking open potentially. And I still got to piss. This is fucking crazy. And this is a 5 minute high. So we break 5 minute structure. Just jab up there real quick. Just we got to close above there. So we want to see precision means financial money or institutional money. There you go. There's more. Not the greatest thing to see on ES. But this is perfect on NASDAQ. I might fucking hate myself for taking this, but I see my model. If this gap gets violated, we're entering shorts. And it looks like it'll work out that we can put our stop above here. God damn. There's a chance we might have missed this. Look at that. Yeah, I think I missed this one. God damn it. We could still take longs here. No bullshit. So we have not got our 5 minute retrace yet. I low key, I like this. I like these longs here. These longs are looking a lot better than the shorts because we came down, manipulated this, made that smooth, and we just keep pushing higher. So we can close bear or close bullish on here, retrace down into this fair value gap. We can look for longs. Oh fuck! I need to piss. Some 5 minute closes how we wanted it to. Now we just want to see a retracement. And if we can do it in this 5 minute candle, then it would still technically be in that macro. Looks like we want to rebalance this, which I'm fine with as long as we get fucking retracement. And I got time today. Can we get any bit of retracement? Just just a little bit? Like this is kind of crazy. I guess this would put in TP1 for me. I'm about to go take a piss real quick while this is figuring it out. But I told y'all what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a retracement down into this fair value gap or this fair value gap if it forms. And then once it forms, or once we get back in here, I'm scaling down to the 1 minute, looking for a breakout structure to the downside to manipulate retail, and then I'm gonna look to enter on a breakout structure to the upside on the 1 minute. But I'm gonna monitor this from my phone because I gotta take a piss. So I will be right back. If anybody fucking takes my computer, just send that shit to me. right back. Lord have mercy. And there's no reason for us to like. This is the largest wick we've got though. There's progress. Hopefully looking for an entry around 10:30. That would be the next macro. Because we're already out of, excuse me. We're already out of the first macro. And I got this room till 12. So we got an hour and 45 more minutes to just sit here and find a fucking entry. I was wondering why that looked weird. That's good. That means a retracement down here would break structure into one of these three gaps. And honestly, my stop is 30 points. So we could literally go from here to, as long as we enter below up here, we'll be able to cover all these. So we'll be fine. And if we close bearish, that'll give us that quick retracement down that we want. There we go. But I low-key don't want it right now. I want it in a minute after this candle closes. And yes. I want it to stay above this low on this candle, and this next candle I want it to close below. Because I want to close 5 minute with this gap. But I mean, it doesn't matter. As long as we don't completely close the gap on this 1 minute candle, we'll be straight. Like, that's okay. We can move to that. Remember, we still haven't got a 5 minute retracement yet. We got one candle, but we didn't go into no fair value apps, no order box, no nothing. See, I almost this candle is giving me FOMO right here on the 1 minute. It's giving me FOMO, and I wanted to enter off of that, but it's not my model. Wait, wait. Institutional. That's too perfect. It's institutional. Institutional precision to the upside. See, I'm trying to do too much. That's how I get fucked up. I try to do too much. I was trying to mark out some shit on Nasdaq when Nasdaq doesn't bother. Nasdaq does not matter to me yet. Or it doesn't matter to me anymore because I already got the SMT. As long as this SMT doesn't get violated on Nasdaq, I don't care about Nasdaq. I'm focused on S&P. And we're still looking for this 5 minute retracement. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna get disciplined, and patient and disciplined traders get rewarded. And if I don't get patient, I get in, then I'll learn. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna learn this way because this way's better. There's that 5 minute retrace. We close under here. That's 1 minute break of structure. Then we look for break of structure to the upside. One minute break of structure. There we go. Now the closest thing for us to happen is probably 79% closure. See, I was thinking we're on Nasdaq. I low key put my stop 745. That would make it $80 trade. That's a little bit under 3%. You got the S&T on Nasdaq. That's odd. I mean, that'll add to something. I don't want to enter based off of that, just because ES is showing us the weaker one on that. But if we do close above here, then I'm entering. Orders in, it's filled, stops down here. I'm gonna take the money off this screen so it doesn't fuck with me. We're open to whatever risk we just put on. Let's go and start to find targets now. It'll be from Tuesday. Or no, they'll be from Friday. No, I like this. TP above these highs. So go over this entry. So that way I won't be mad at myself. Because this is a trade. I was initially looking for shorts. We're obviously not getting shorts. But we do have this high time frame SMT. S&P stayed above here, right at the macro, 945 candle, solidified at 950. That's exactly what we want to see. Relative equal lows get taken out on NASDAQ as expected. NASDAQ is going to be the stronger index, or ES is going to be the stronger index because we're leading this. We get the breakup structure here on the 5 minute that adds to our confirmation. We get 3 consecutive 5 minute bullish fair value gaps. If we trade to this midpoint in reverse, that would be the most unlikely scenario ever. So if we get down to this gap right here, we done violated this gap, this gap. We traded through this low and didn't displace higher at all. So I'm perfectly fine with having my stop here. It is a little bit more than what I'm used to. It's $80 stop. Usually I'm used to $60 max. But with this strategy, I'm a little bit sort of looser with the stop because I'm able to predict a little bit larger moves. So with this, as you saw the risk before, it's a little bit over 2. It's a little over 2R, yeah, 2.33. That's perfectly fine with me. As long as it's over 1, ideally over 1.5. No, the lowest one I'll take is like 1.5. That's taking a 1R trade is kind of crazy. Like, but like TP1 at 1R, that makes sense. But this one I can't take no partials because we only got one contract on there. And we then, so continue to explain this. We were waiting for this 5 minute retrace. We got it at 10:15. We tapped into this gap here. Not only did we tap into that 5 minute gap, but this darker block here is a 1 minute gap. We tapped into that. We also formed a 1 minute SMT here. Yes, stood above these highs. Now, NASDAQ or S&P was the weaker index on this, but it's a low time frame. So high time frame is always going to hold precedent over lower time frame. So I'm not too worried about that. Plus, even if we didn't get that, we got a 1 minute closure above this 79% level. We got a closure above this high here. Let's break a structure. So we're comfortable entering longs here. I entered because of this SMT, but after the SMT, we got a break of structure here. Actually, I'm pretty sure I entered on this closure here because I didn't want to enter off of that. So I entered on the closure of that candle. So I entered whenever this candle retraced down here. We got a 16-point stop. This is just ahead of the 9:30 or the 10:30 macro. Reggie. Reggie. Boy, oh boy, that would not be good. Yeah, we're bullish as hell. Oh, shit, I gotta set my fantasy team. Emmanuel Ibuka is hurt. Yeah, my team's butt this week. Oh my god. How do I just generate? I'm just gonna generate the best fucking lineup. cooked this week. I want this high to get traded above, so we violate this SMT that's put in. Trade above this high, please. Please. No bueno. No bueno. I want this high to get taken out now. Please. Please. Yeah. Please. Oh, this is not good. Here we go. Get a smooth little rally out of this. This definitely would have stopped some people out for sure. Ski. ES is now turning into the weaker index. And I gotta piss again. All right. Just watch over my stuff. Don't let nobody take nothing. Don't let nobody take nothing. All right. Give me a couple minutes. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all are not doing a good job of watching this shit for me. Mm-mm-mm. Like that's gonna be so bearish if we close under that. 30 minutes. We're in a new macro, so it would make sense. Absolutely railed. It just don't make sense because like there's no sweep of anything. We might be in trouble. That midpoint here might push us up. Hopefully, at least. We're like, we're not even retracing on Nasdaq, which is the crazy part. Like Nasdaq's not even below these. We got another SMT, but it's like that's ridiculous. Oh fuck yeah! Break structure. Nope. There we go. We still got a while until until TP would be hit. I'm starting to notice whenever we get precision, depending on what side we're on, it goes on the opposite way. So here we get precision to the downside. We traded down to this level, got precision, traded this, precision, precision, traded down, precision, traded down, precision. What did we do? Come back, cover it all. Now we traded up, we got precision to the upside here. We traded up to this, precision there. So I would expect it to start to go. Plus this SMT that's put in, that just got put in. Like, I'm not understanding. This whole trading shit, let me tell y'all, this whole trading shit is like the most mentally draining, mentally taxing thing ever. Like the amount of times that my head has gone back and forth between going long and going short, going long, going short, going long, going short, looking at this. Oh, I'm happy about this. Oh, I'm sad about like I'm not happy about this. Like this shit is crazy. There's no trash can in here. It's gonna be a long video today. One minute broke structure again. Nothing is broke bearish. Besides 5 minute woman. This is crazy. basically waiting for the next macro, but almost looking for a break of structure. Ideally, we'd wait for the next macro. Okay, just waiting for a break of structure to the upside here. So we got our model playing out. Five-minute retrace. The only thing I don't like is that this SMT has already been filled. But it was made during the macro. So if we can get another like SMT, just a little one here, where hopefully NASDAQ will come down below this low. And ES will stay above it, hopefully. Because we want ES to be the stronger one. Oh, I'm so stupid. Bro, just get me out of here. What?